Cool. Well, I'm Sophie. Last name? No last name? Okay, I'm Sophie, and this is MOFO. Welcome. Henry and I started MOFO, I think, 6 years ago? Oh God, was it 6? Yeah, 6 years ago. So we worked together since we got out of college, and one day at lunch we were in the break room and Sandra, one of our coworkers, was reading an article about strange phobias. And I didn't think it was written as a comedic article, but she was laughing a lot, like an alarming amount, which I did not think was very cool.
Oh, Sandra? Sandra is a monster. Terrible, terrible person. I'm a metathesiophobe, which basically means I'm afraid of change. But if Sandra were to change from living to dead, I think I'd be able to get over that fairly easily. Yeah. Although I guess in a way, she sort of inspired Sophie and I to start MOFO, so we have her to thank for that. But that was ages ago, so she can change anytime now.
I'd known Henry for a while, and I knew that he suffered from a pretty severe phobia as well. So we started discussing the idea of putting a group together for people like us to get some support and, not have to worry about the Sandras of the world tearing us down.
And we did it. We formed a group. That's how we ended up with MOFO, Making Our Fear Obsolete. My nephew used to say MOFO instead of FOMO, and we thought it was far too funny to correct, so we let it slide. He's 11 now and has the foulest mouth of any child I've ever known.
Well, I suffer from atelophobia, which is sort of an extreme form of perfectionism. If I make a mistake, it eats me alive. I used to have this mug, and it had Bob Ross on it. And when you poured something hot into the mug, one of his paintings would appear behind him. And it would say, "We don't make mistakes, we make happy accidents." Well, one day I put that mug in the dishwasher, and his face melted off. I'd say that was a pretty definitive mistake, Bob. My days are very routine. I try to avoid anything out of the ordinary. I know it sounds boring, but it makes life a lot easier for me. Wake up, same time, same cereal, in the same bowl, same coffee, in the same mug. And then I'm ready to take on whatever life throws at me, as long as it's the exact same thing that life threw at me yesterday.
Yeah, Sophie's life is more routine than most, but mine is routine. Not that it's a contest. If Sophie's routine in a South Korea sort of way, then I'm routine in a North Korea sort of way. Although Pyeongchang is almost Pyeongchang, so maybe that's a bad example. I moved into the house beside my parents as soon as I finished school. My couch I bought 10 years ago for $100, still incredibly comfortable. My Toyota Corolla, 1996, has 350,000 kilometers on it. Purrs like a kitten. Mondays, pub quiz. Tuesdays, Chinese food. Wednesdays, I go to the movies. Thursday, I watch 2 episodes from season 3 of Desperate Housewives. Friday is MOFO. Glorious mundanity.
Okay, welcome everybody. Before we begin, we have a new face. This is Neve. He's a friend of Emma's. We met previously, but would anyone else like to introduce themselves? Anyone?
Hi Neve, I'm Jacob. I'm FF-phobic and I actually don't like touch. So don't mind if I'm not shaking your hand.
I'm Henry. Metathesiophobe. And this is Samira. She'd tell you herself, but she's not much for public speaking.
I know how it must seem, but it's not nearly as debilitating as you'd think. You can do almost everything you need to these days without actually speaking to anyone. The digital world is a glossophobe's paradise. I can order a Dairy Queen Blizzard online now, and I can add whatever I want to it. I just type it in, and 15 minutes later, it's at my door. And self-checkouts. Self-checkouts everywhere. That's a game changer. I work from home, and any conversation outside email is one-on-one on the phone. I actually really enjoy talking to people in that context. It's a way I can connect with people without feeling like my heart is going to explode in my chest.
Hi everyone, I'm Neve. I'm a hypengiophobia. I kind of freeze up when it comes to responsibilities. I'm not big on decision making or driving. But Emma's been trying to get me to come to one of these meetings for a while now, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of you.
Well, thank you so much, Neve, and welcome. So, this week, does anyone have anything they'd like to share?
I actually do.
Oh, that's great, Jacob.
I met someone.
Does it make relationship difficult? Well, yeah. Not impossible though. I was in a relationship with a girl for 3 years and she was 7-day Adventist. It was going fantastic and until she proposed me, and I have to break it off because I'm also scared of commitment. Not really though. I'm just scared of touching. She's not eligible for parole until 2028, so I got 4 years to psych myself up.
That's great, Jacob. Taking it slow.
That's weird.
Not cool, man.
Oh, no. Sorry. I think Jake's prison wife thing is great and very on brand for him. But it's 5:49 and Connor's not here.
That is weird.
Connor's been coming since the very beginning, and the first time he came, he was 17 minutes late. Ever since then, he's been coming at 5:47 on the button.
Thank you.
Has anyone heard from him? Should we call him?
Are we orienting? It's only just 2 minutes.
Do you even know where we are right now? I'm calling him.
Connor has a number of fairly intense phobias, but his monophobia is probably the most severe. He hates being alone. He and Henry are really close though, yeah. I think they definitely bonded over the fear stuff, but they've always just gotten along well. Kate, you know, they think the third installment of the Ocean's 11 franchise is the best one. That's insane, right? 2 peas in a pod.
Okay, he's all right, I think. He was at the hospital. He's on his way here now.
Wait, he's in the hospital?
Yeah, he said he's all right. Needs to listen when he gets here.
I have incredible news.
Connor, what happened?
Oh, my brother. He's been in the hospital for 3 days.
Oh God, is he okay?
Sorry, who are you?
Oh, sorry, I'm Neve.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Neve.
Connor, is your brother all right?
Oh, yeah, he's fine. He's got a peanut allergy or something. They're keeping him up in there for observation. But did you not hear what I said? I've been home alone for 3 days. 3 days. I've been living with my brother for years now. We got a good thing going. He works nights, so he's there right when I get back from work, all the way up until I go to bed. Also, he gets home right before I wake up, so I am never alone. I guess except for when I'm sleeping, but I seem to be fine with that.
So you're saying that you didn't notice that your brother was gone for 3 days?
Alright, I do not love the judgmental tone, but I'll explain. First off, I love my brother. very much. Secondly, our routine is such that we tend to pass like ships in the night. Also, he brings his work home with him a lot. So if his office light's on when I'm heading to bed, I just leave him straight to it. Also, when I'm heading out in the morning, I just yell goodbye. Sometimes he responds and sometimes he doesn't. I just figured he was really dialed into whatever he was working on.
Well, how are you feeling? Like, have you had any latent anxiety bubble up or anything?
None. I mean, I'm not psyched about William being in the hospital and all, but on the other hand, I'm strangely at peace with the idea of having had the house to myself.
That's fantastic, Connor.
I'm really proud of you, man.
Way to go, Connor.
Wait, sorry, I'm still confused. Can I ask a question?
Neve, yes you can.
Why is Why is the third installment in the Oceans franchise your favorite movie?
It's got the most people in it.
Yeah, Oprah's in it. She's playing herself.
So, Connor, what are you gonna do now that you're cured? Wait. Does this mean you won't be coming to group anymore?
You can talk?
We've had a few members come and go over the years. Trevor, the chlolophobic, who's scared of newspapers. Never seen anybody more excited for the death of print media. Candace, she was very, very concerned about tuberculosis. That didn't last long. This group, though, these dedicated few, I don't know what my life would be like without them. Certainly not as interesting. I don't know how much we alleviate each other's fears, but we're there for each other. It means something, you know, showing up. Whatever happens throughout the week, I know I'm gonna walk in here on Friday and see my weird little family.
Well, the thing is, Samira, I am not a well person. Even if this whole thing sticks and I somehow tolerate solitude, I still have a laundry list of things that I am terrified of. Also, I'm extremely codependent. My mom still books all my appointments for me.
Connor, would you like a hug?
I would like that very much. Yes.
Okay.
This is the closest I have been.
Yeah, I mean, woman's life is fuck me. That's not your fucking name. Shit, not you guys. You guys are crushing it. Fuck me, man.
It's okay.
Fuck me, this went black.